This video is going to show all the steps required to enroll a client in the PATH program. We can start by searching for the client in the system, and if we don't see them, we can add a new client profile. In this case, I've already added clients, and I'm going to use Jane Test and her son, Luke Test. I'm going to start by combining the two clients into a household. And I do that by going to the head of household and using the Manage button to add the child. I want to set him to be the son. And I'm going to use the 1st of July, and I can save. And I can go to her and also set her member type to be mother. And then when I look at the profile, I can see this child under the household members. Now you can see there's some information missing here, and that's okay for this street outreach program. We don't necessarily expect to have all the information at the start. So I'm going to enroll the clients in the program now. And there are two separate programs. The street outreach program is for clients who have been staying in a place not meant for human habitation. And the supportive services program is for clients staying in emergency shelter or any other type of housing. So I would need to look at the outreach encounter log to see where the client stayed last night to determine which program to enroll them in. This client is staying on the streets, so I'm going to enroll them in the street outreach program. And I can include the child and fill out the enrollment. And the project start date should be the same date as the first contact that was made. I'm going to make that the 1st of July. And there may be information that we don't know, and we can just use data not collected. And I'm just going to make up some information here. And the date of engagement I can leave blank, and also the date of status determination. We'll talk about those in just a minute. And now I can fill out the enrollment for the child. And I'm just going to do the same thing. And now the client is enrolled in the program. And so next I'm going to do an assessment, and I can click on the Assessments tab. I'm going to do the Shelter Individual Room Placement Criteria assessment. So for this one, I can set the date also back to the 1st of July. And I am just going to say that this family has been verified unsheltered. And I can put the date in. And there are 2 people in the family. And the other questions I don't need to answer. I can just say save. And I'm not going to refer the client to the community queue. I can just say cancel. So now I'm going to fill out the location tab for the client to show where I saw them. And you can add a full address here or just a general area of where the client was. So this client is in an encampment, and I'm going to give it a name. And I can just put in the cross section. And I don't have an email or a phone number. I can just say add record. And this is where I saw them. I can see it on the map. And if I have seen the client in a number of different places, I can add as many addresses or places as I need to. So now I'm going to give the client an outreach contact service. So I go back to the program and edit here. And now I can provide services. And the outreach contact service is here. And I would give them this service every time that I had a contact with them. And this one is staying on the streets, emergency shelter or safe haven. And the date was the 1st of July. And I can include the child and submit. Now, if I want to add more outreach contact services for this client, I can use the attendance tool. And so to do that, I go up here to the launcher and to attendance. And it's the same service, the outreach contact, staying on streets, emergency shelter or safe haven. And I can see I've already given these clients one service, so they show up in this right-hand side. So to give them another service, I would just make sure I had the correct date, and then I can just add them here. And that's all I need to do. And I can take a look at that if I go back to the client and look on the history page. Here is the assessment that I did. This is the enrollment. And here is the service. If I scroll down, I can see that I gave them a service on the 1st of July and another one today. Now, once a case manager and client agree that the client wants to participate in PATH, we can edit the enrollment screen to complete the date of engagement field. So we would go back to the Programs tab and edit and go to the enrollment page. And we can add in the date of engagement. And the date of engagement is the point at which an interactive client relationship results in a deliberate client assessment or the beginning of a case plan. Once it's determined the client's eligible for PATH, we can also edit the enrollment screen to complete the date of status determination. This is the point at which the PATH-funded worker can determine if a person's eligible for the PATH program. Only persons eligible for PATH can receive a PATH-funded service or referral. So once we fill out this date and we determine that the client became enrolled in PATH, we can give them more services. And if we decide the client is not eligible and we click no, we would probably want to exit the client. So now we can provide services for the clients. There's a number of services here. There's referral and a variety of services that can be given to the client now that they are enrolled in the program. Once the client is housed, or if they lose contact with the program, we would then exit them from the program. And we can do that by going to the Exit tab. and we would want to exit the whole family, and we can fill out the exit page. And this is the date of status determination. That's filled out for me already. And yes, the client was enrolled. Now I can fill out the exit for the son. And save. And now the clients have been exited from the program and the program is completed.